All right, how we doing? What is good? I'm Andy Malfrina, and this is DTL R&R. This is a reaction channel, but if you're looking for more long-form podcasts, we also have another channel. Link for it down below. Podcasts and album reviews and stuff like that. But over here, we react to music videos and albums, and it's a good time because sometimes bands you really like put out new music. So then I come on here and I talk about it. Today, we're talking about Better Lovers and their new song. What is it called? The fuck was it called? A White Horse Covered in Blood. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Wait, how do I do that other view that I had before? I forget how to do it. I don't know how to do it. There's another view where it was like bigger, and I don't know how to do that. But anyway, let's talk about Better Lovers. Last time I talked about these guys, they got the video blocked. So hopefully they don't do that again, because I like to talk about these guys because they're very, very good. As you can see, I have the Every Time I Die shirt on. A common shirt worn on here. My wife likes to, Every Time I Die, or whatever the legal entity that is Every Time I Die now, they love to still put out limited t-shirt runs. And, you know, my wife loves to buy me limited She likes to get drunk and buy me Every Time I Die limited t-shirt runs. So you'll see a lot of... And dude, they're very, shout out to all the boys formerly and Every Time I Die. They're very mindful of their fan base, and they're all a bunch of fucking ex-bouncer looking motherfuckers like me. I don't know. Was that too complimentary? But you get what I'm saying. Like, if you saw me standing outside a bar, you might hand me your ID. And it's just big boys. It's big boys. And they're mindful of the big boys. The shirts make it through the first wash. You know, they got a little extra length. It's just a good time. It's just a good time. You get your big boy with a little bit of belly. Guys from Every Time I Die, they're like, don't worry, we got you, bro. It's all good. So I have a big place in my heart for these guys. So whenever they put out music, I get excited for it. So new Better Lovers song. Album's coming out soon. I like how they're doing the rollout, too. They're just being quick about it, because I think the album comes out pretty soon. They're probably not going to put a shit ton of videos out right before it, which makes sense, because I think, like, big hype for the band. There's big hype for the band and shit like that all the time. They do have a lot of rabid motherfuckers like me just waiting for some new music. So here we go. A White Horse Covered in Blood by Better Lovers.
Try to keep your enemies stuffed deeper up inside where you can't crack out your tongue. That ain't what it's done. Oh, there's nowhere to run to, buddy. Can you believe you thought you're so sophisticated?
Sorry, I love to stop these right away. That riff fucking hits. It's so simple, too.
Sophisticated.
That's so cool. Just jamming out on the fucking open string, I think. Yeah, starting high and just going. I love how these guys are much more, because they're very, you know, they're majority Every Time I Die members, so it's going to be hard to not sound like Every Time I Die. So that's not like a knock on them. I feel like we've all established that in Better Lovers discourse, but. Yeah, fucking. That's not a knock on Better Lovers. So it's so cool listening to these guys, because they're very like, it's like they're like, with a lot of their stuff, it's like it's a much more hard rock centric Every Time I Die. Like if there was an alternate timeline where they were going like around the Gutter Phenomenon and what was it, Gutter Phenomenon, Big Dirty, and the fucking other one. I don't know. I didn't listen as much during that time period. I'm such a hardcore fan. But like that time period when they were going much more rock and roll. Oh, New Junk Aesthetic. I'm a fan, dude. Don't worry. They were going that much more rock and roll direction. This is almost like an alternate timeline if they stayed on that.
Can you believe you thought you're so sophisticated?
Did they go to the drum and he didn't play the fill? That's really funny. That might have been more bass drum than I realized.
Gonna be hard to handle when you melt down.
I really like that line.
Gonna be hard to handle, but it never deserves you. Gonna be hard to handle when you melt down. Touch yourself a lie that you repeat it. You touch yourself a lie that you repeat it. You touch yourself a lie that you repeat it. You touch yourself a lie.
Oh, very cool.
You touch yourself a lie that you repeat it. You touch yourself a lie that you repeat it. You touch yourself a lie that you repeat it. You touch yourself a lie.
Very fucking cool. Very fucking cool. Yeah, from a music video standpoint, good pacing. Like a good music video, in my opinion, usually has at least like 3 parts. And then this was kind of... So you may go like, what do you mean by 3 parts? They stayed in the same spot. But it's like they sort of had a visual progression where everything was sort of in the beginning. They kind of stayed to their own little areas and everything was sort of, fast-paced cameras and shit like that. But they're not breaking anything. So then eventually towards, they're kind of staying to their own area. And then eventually towards the middle, we bring all the rooms together. A little bit of destruction starts happening. Yeah. This snake or lizard thing starts hurting people. They start breaking through walls. And so they're all in their own little area, breaking shit and stuff like that. And then they kind of bust through being in the same area together. And then they like bust the whole fucking thing down. So from a visual I thought tattoo said G.I. Joe for a second. That'd be really sick. Then they start like busting through all. So had a cool 3 sort of vaguely 3-part progression to this, which I always like in music videos. I should point this out because I just recorded another review for I See Stars, and I think I was a little bit overly critical. Where I was kind of going about the song structure, kind of talking about having a basic song structure. And this band right here has a pretty standard song structure for this song. And I want to make it clear it's like there's nothing wrong with the standard song structure, but if you're going to go with a more standard thing, do what these guys did and kind of put your own flair on it that makes it unique. And it's just kind of showing this is what you guys are. They're kind of like, they're staying to the standard song structure, but they're showing a very unique personality where, and I kind of mentioned this in the last review, where if you're just kind of, listening to the music, and if you know these bands, you can kind of like without hearing the lyrics go, oh, that's Better Lovers, right? you know, it's that thing of like trying to forge your own unique sound. And so that's what they do here. And then even on the end, I had that moment where I was like, oh shit, because, you know, they're ending with, you know, we end with the chorus and then we'll do like a halftime chorus. But when they sort of hit the halftime chorusy breakdown thing at the end, it was still in like a weird, it was sort of like a weird rhythm and kept you sort of off kilter. Yeah, that song fucking ripped. They weren't like reinventing the wheel on it, but that song fucking ripped. Just a lot of like, I'm just a big fan of forward momentum in a song. Some of these bands can get a little bit too experimental and the song ends up janky and it doesn't groove right and it doesn't feel right, but just keeping that forward momentum, keeping everything moving in a good direction, and that's what they did. They didn't let up on the fucking gas pedal. They just keep going the whole time and just, dude, sent you on a fucking ride. I'm gonna be going out tonight, watching that Texas sun go down, just blasting Better Lovers, having the best night of my fucking life. This was great. Better Lovers, A White Horse Covered in Blood. Good song. Very excited for this album. All right. Love you all. Thanks for watching. Have a good one. Be about a peace.